Okay, everybody has made it over here. I ended the other live. Thank y'all. Okay, so let me see. I need to just, only thing I'm trying to do is get her the link. Copy the link. Uh, let's see. Okay, let's see if that helps her to get in and get backstage. I'll be working with her over here. Let me see how y'all doing. Let me see. Let me see. Everybody just speaking over here. Let me see. Thank y'all for holding in there. I gotta edit out the whole first part, y'all, because I was just trying to get everybody over here from the other live. Thank y'all for coming in. You preparing dinner? Okay. If you miss anything, okay. Abril, Trippin, Tara made it, Lisa made it, Callie made it, Erica. Let's see. Yep. Okay. You see me? Okay. Let me drop the link for you. Bridget, I'm gonna get ready to drop the link for you. Let me put that in the chat for you. And then you should be able to click on that. Okay, I just dropped it. You should be able to go ahead and click on that to follow the directions of the StreamYard to get in. Let me see here. G Candy, you found your way up in here. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. I clicked the link, but it's not letting me see you all. Okay, let's see. Hopefully when she gets in here, she'll be able to see. I'm driving Felicity. Can you tell Bridget I said hello? I will, Jackie Maria. I will. Dang, she'll be on here. She's trying to click the link to get in here now. I definitely will. Okay. Hopefully, Bridget, did you get that link? I don't know if you can hear me. She might be trying to get in here now. I'm going to drop it again just in case. I'm going to drop it in here again. Let's see everybody speaking. I dropped the link again so that Bridget can get into the live. Let me get to the comments. Oh. Why? Okay, let's see. I might have to keep these glasses on, y'all. They start making me hot, but I was able to see a little bit better with them. I might have to do what I got to do today. Let me see. Okay, you already made home. Get your mom outside. It took me that long to get over here. I was planning on going live over there till 4 o'clock till I got everybody to come over here. I'm just trying to get Bridget enough time to hit that link and get in here. Hopefully she won't have trouble with it. I know with StreamYard, you got to be putting your information in there. In a minute, if she's not in here, I'll call her and try to walk her through it, but she might be on the way in here. Hey, Chris. I'm so happy that y'all showed up over here. Let me see. I don't know what is wrong with my phone because it's not showing me the chat over here, which is weird. Let's see. Let me see. Everybody is speaking. Thanks. Let me see. I'm just trying to get into the live. Okay, I think I found it. Yep, I found it. So, yep, I'm just trying to see if I could help her to get in here first, y'all. We're going to have a discussion about being the best version of ourselves. She's going to talk about, now let me see, I guess I could say a little bit about her, but I was trying to wait till she got on the panel just in case so she could come right up. I'm just going to drop the link one more time, and then I'm going to give her a call and ask her if she's having any issues that I can help her with. Let me see. Let me give her a call just to see. Hold on, y'all. While we're waiting, can everybody please hit the like button? Okay, y'all. Her device does not support StreamYard, so now she's trying to click the link from her phone. So she's trying to work it out. Yes, y'all, please hit the like button, please. So yes, I think she's going to have a lot of good information, but she is just full of information. So I've made it a point to ask her if she can bless this panel periodically to give us just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But when I let y'all know her credentials and everything, and after y'all hear her today, y'all will definitely be coming back. So I just said, let's just start out with this because we was thinking about, but what about that? But what about this? But then we decided that what she has prepared for you guys today would be the best thing. Hey, Day 22, thanks for everybody coming in. Let's see, can everybody make sure y'all hit that like button? We have only 10 people who have hit the like button. If y'all could please hit the like button so I don't have to be acting silly in front of guests, y'all. Hey, Glow. Let me see. Hopefully she's able to get in. I don't know why sometimes people have trouble getting in here, but she shouldn't have no trouble getting in here from her phone. She was trying to get in from her computer, and that might be the difference in that. So let me keep helping her to get in. But I can start by telling y'all a little bit about her while she's working on that so we won't keep her too long with her trying to do this part of it. Okay, so y'all saw by the thumbnail that her name is Bridget Wilder, dietitian Bridget Wilder. And y'all see on some of the, I think on one thing I spelled dietitian with a C. C-I-A-N, then T-I-A-N. I was like, how did spell check not catch me on that? And I got to even ask Bridget, why is it that they're saying that both are the right way to spell it? I think they said back in 1930 or something, they changed the C to a T for some reason, but for some reason they said both were right. I was about to go in and try to click the or correct the thumbnail, but when they said that, I was like, oh, well, if it's right somewhere to somebody, then I'll leave it there. But that was weird. I gotta ask Bridget, why is that? Hey, Tanya, thanks for coming in. So we're going to be hearing from. I'm just going to speak that her phone will let her in here. I don't know what the situation could be because otherwise, I'm trying to think of what else I could do. I'm gonna have to think of what else I might be able to do. But I really think if she comes in here with her phone, she should be okay. I'm gonna call her back in 1 second if it looks like she's still having a problem. I'm getting ready to get my. I'll spend my. Oh, and you'll be listening. God, I don't even be lying to myself for no equipment no more. I said I'm just thinking ain't nothing else coming in here, hanging no clothes, but a hanger on in a closet. In a closet. Man, I'm just so bad with this. Y'all, I'm so bad with this. Y'all have to do better with holding me accountable. Y'all have to do better. Let me see. Okay. Okay, you cooking. You said, here I am cooking, Laura. So, y'all. So, it is Bridget Wilder, founder of Perseverance Health and Wellness Coaching. She's the founder of her business. I don't even know. We got to ask her when she get on here, while she try to get on here. How long has she been with her company? I know it has to be at least 5 years. Like, it got to be at least 5 years. But no, I'm thinking like it has to be at least no, like maybe 7 years or so, something like that. But she is the founder of Perseverance Health and Wellness Coaching. She is the lifestyle transformer. And I called her that because I wanted to say she's a transformer of other people's lives as well as her own life because she has released over 150 pounds, y'all. I wish I had knew how to use this StreamYard where I could show y'all a picture. I really wish I could do that. Oh gosh, let me call her one more time, y'all. I didn't want to be in the middle of speaking on her, but I gotta call her because we gotta help her get in here, y'all. Y'all hold on 1 second. I'm trying to help her get on. All right, y'all. She's still working on it. She's working on her Chrome on her phone. You know how sometimes people say that they have those problems getting in the StreamYard, but she does have an iPhone. I thought it wouldn't be no problem. Let's see. Hey, T1000 made it in. Let's see. Okay. Everybody's made it in. Okay. So I was letting y'all know she herself has released 150 pounds. Now, let me let you know a little bit about her expertise. Her expertise is in wellness and nutrition, self-esteem building, and mental health. Okay. She has a BA in dietics with a major in psychology, and is an author of. I gotta ask her how many books. I know that I have one of her books, but I know that she's done more than one book for sure. She just told me about one book she just finished, but I don't know how many, so she's not on here for me to ask her yet. But she is an author of multiple books. Okay. She is a public speaker. She is a nutritionalist. She is a holistic wellness coach, and most dear to my heart, this child is my only flesh and blood, my cousin. Okay, so yes, that's the introduction to her. So y'all have a little bit to go by. We want to welcome her to we want to welcome her to get your big ass up, and I'm just going to see, I'll drop it again just in case she needs the link again, because she's trying to get the Chrome to work on her phone. I'm hoping that it doesn't have anything to do with her not being subscribed to the channel, because this is on subscriber only mode. Oh, she's here. Yeah. Bridget, you figured it out?
I figured it out.
Oh, she's here. You have another device with me open? Yeah, turn the other one down, or it's gonna give feedback.
So now it's
you have another device. You turn the other one down.
Turn the other one off. Okay.
You turn the other one down.
Okay. No, I'm in, but it's double.
Yeah, it's doubling up with the feedback. Did you exit out of it on the other? Like, where are you looking at me from? Is that your phone? Yes, doubling up. Okay, maybe she gonna come down. She gonna go down and come back up. Chris says, "Hi, Bridget." Yes, that is Bridget Wilder, and she will be. Hopefully, she get this. She's trying to get it situated. Probably with her dropping down, coming back up, that might help that feedback. Thanks so much for all. Let me see how many people is in here. We have 15 people in the chat. Thanks to all 15 people who are over here. Let me see. T1000 said if she has 2 browsers open, close one. Right. Yep. I got. Let me tell. I'm gonna text her that if you have, because that happened to me all the time. 2 browsers open, close one. Okay. Let me see. Caitlin has made it in. Everybody is welcoming Bridget in. She'll be right in. She's listening to us, y'all. She's trying to figure out a way to get on the panel. Okay, Booby said, "Hey, beautiful, resilient, and gifted cousin." Oh, you got to tell her again when she get up here, Booby. She just tried to come up, but I think she had 2 browsers open. Let me drop the link for her again. I might need to drop that link for her one more time. But it looked like she got it. It looked like she got it on her phone. We just got to wait for her to come in. So, yeah. So, y'all, we're going to please welcome her in like we have already. And I have faith that bringing Bridget to this space will help me to get more encouraged to get on this journey. Not be on this journey, get on this journey, and anybody else who needs some motivation or inspiration and just healthy living. It does not have to be geared to weight loss. I did explain to her that the channel is not just full of people who all want to lose weight. Everybody does not want to lose weight, but everybody should be having healthy eating habits and healthy living decisions that we should be making. So for that alone, everybody is included in this conversation. Living decisions we should be making. Okay, now Bridget, do you have 2? Am I open on 2 browsers?
I'm already open.
Okay.
Am I open on 2 browsers? I'm already open.
Let me see if I mute myself. If you could go ahead.
No.
Let me see if I mute myself if you can get here.
Okay. No.
Let me see if I mute myself if you can get here.
No. Okay, there you go. Is that better? Is that it? No.
Oh no, but still feedback. So on your phone, you're talking to me on your phone right now?
My phone is off. Is that it?
Oh, your phone is off. So I'm on your computer right now? No,
I'm
but
on my
still
computer.
feedback. So on your phone, you're talking to me on your phone right now?
No, I'm on the computer. Is that it?
Oh, your phone is on. So on your computer, it's doubling back like you are open on a two browsers.
No, I'm on the computer.
Like you didn't exit one out at the top. It's doubling back. Let me see. Now, did you mute yourself? I think you just muted yourself.
Now.
Let me see. I think
that should be fine now. We
I think it's fine. Yeah. I think you just muted yourself. It's still doing it, but that's okay. You got the floor now. I did the introduction. I think you already came in and said, hey, beautiful, resilient, gifted cousin. And so you can go ahead and take the floor. Everybody's already welcome you in. And said, hey, beautiful, resilient, gifted cousin. And so you can go ahead and take the floor.
Okay, I'll take the floor, but it's hard to have the conversation with the double talk. So what's going on is I hear a whole bunch of sound around me, but I only got one browser open. Conversation, so I can't figure out where the echo is coming from.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me see. Can you turn your volume down on yours?
There. Is that better?
That seems to be a little bit better.
Yes.
Can you still hear me clear?
I can hear you, but it's still doubling.
It's still doubling for you?
Yes.
Okay, because we can't hear the doubling anymore.
But it's still doubling.
It's still doubling for you?
Yeah, Kim, let me jump out and jump back in. I'm going to close out everything.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Jump back in.
Okay.
We're going to do it like that.
All right.
Kim, let me
Okay, y'all, we are trying to get it together for y'all. She thought that she tested it earlier, but she didn't go all the way in because I wasn't already live, so she's doing the best she can. Lisa said I want to ask her, is it okay what I did, but I'm where I want to be, so I'm satisfied, so curious. I want to ask her, is it okay what I did, but I'm where I want to be? What do you mean, Lisa, about what you did? Let me know what you mean by that. Chris said, hit the like button, y'all. Sweet Sass said, does she have an earpiece? Oh, let me tell her that. Do you have an earpiece? Y'all help us work it out, because I don't know what's going on. Let me see. Yeah, it does. She did jump down, Booby, so she's trying to come down and close everything out on her computer and come up. Hopefully she'll get this message when we ask her about the earpiece. If she comes back up, then I'm going to ask her on here if she has an earpiece, because that should help too. I didn't think about that. Okay. So I'm dropping a link again for her in case she needs it. Yes, y'all. Let me see. Lisa, can you give me a clearer comment? Because I can't. It says I want to ask her, is it okay what I did? What did you do, Lisa? I don't know what you did. You put it up here? Let me see if you put it up here. Yeah, I don't see anything from you. I don't see a prior comment from you, Lisa. Oh, you want to ask her, is it okay for you to have went from 262 to 180? And that you're where you want to be, so you're satisfied? Is that the question, Lisa? Man, 262 to 180, girl, you met them goals. You bust out them goals.
Okay.
Now
we good.
Yes, okay, good. We got it. So I did an introduction. I let everybody know all the wonderful stuff about you. I think you were able to hear that. And so everybody did already welcome you in. I don't want to keep you too much past that. We're already 22 minutes past. I'm sorry about that. So I have one question already. Let me let you answer her. I'm a little unclear, but I don't know. You may understand it better than me. She said that she wants me to ask you if her weight loss of 262 pounds to 180 pounds, is that okay? But she's where she wants to be and she's satisfied. Can you hear me, Bridget?
I can hear you. It's just you talking. I can hear you talking.
You got an earpiece?
No. Can you hear me?
No, do you have an earpiece though?
No.
Oh, you don't have one?
Mm-mm.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay, so let me just introduce myself. Kim, you did a great job explaining what I do. So basically, this is a conversation about being the best version of you. So what does that mean? Being the best version of you means taking care of yourself from outside to inside, understanding how food impacts your health, but also how emotions impact your food decisions. So, Kim, what I want you to understand before I get started is it's doubling all over the place. I cannot finish this conversation. I'm gonna have to jump out.
Oh.
It's still not working, and I don't want to mess up your YouTube. So
Yeah.
I'd rather chime in on another date because it's not working.
Right, that is so weird.
Not working.
Actually, I'm gonna call you on my phone, and then they'll just have to hear the audio of you.
Okay.
Okay. So you can hang up. Okay, hold on, y'all. We got to do it this way. I don't know because I did notice that she still had that echo, and then I could just read the comments to her. Let me turn it up. Okay, Bridget. Okay, we'll do it this way because they can still hear you. I have you right. Just talk loud and clear enough for them to hear.
That's fine.
So yeah, we just.
I'm so sorry about all the mix-up that's happening because it's just making things look a mess, and I don't like that.
Yeah.
So hey, everybody. So I'm dietitian Bridget Wilder, and as you can see, the title of this section is called "The Best Version of You." So the reason why I started doing this is I noticed that in the culture of African American women, we do so well when it comes to education, career choices, things of that nature. But there are two areas that we tend to suffer in, and that's in our health and in relationships. So oftentimes when we talk about being the best version of you, what does that look like? One of the main areas where our health is affected is by how we eat.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that occurs when it comes to making food choices, we tend to often eat off of emotions.
Okay.
And a lot of times when we're eating off of emotions, it may be stress related, it may be relationship oriented that triggers us to eat. It may be just outside stressors that influence our eating habits.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the food choices that we tend to eat when we are in our emotional state is either sweet, salty, or high-fat foods. Okay. So a lot of times it takes a while when it comes to servicing my clients. Usually the first place that I start with is I help them identify what are their trigger points. Okay. So then as we get to know ourselves and we say, hey, man, I tend to eat a lot when I'm getting off of work and I take my shower, get in the bed, and put all these snacks around me. Okay. Sometimes things can be created over habit. So as I sit in this space with you, I guess I want to start by asking you, what are some things that you want to know about how to improve your health in terms of nutrition? Okay, so you have some issues with emotional eating or just trying to identify what are healthy foods. Okay, because anybody in the chat, you can drop a comment and just let us know, again, what are some things that, can you reword that again, Bridget? So I want to know, like, do some of you deal with emotional eating triggers? And if you don't know what that is, like, eating out of emotion means, okay, I'm stressed out, or I tend to only crave sweet and salty foods when I'm triggered by something stress related, like my kids or something of that nature. Or you might not be able to identify what healthy foods are. So I'm trying to get an idea of what are some of your questions are so we can have a dialogue, and this could be a question and answer session.
Okay. Okay. So does anybody have a specific concern about what some unhealthy eating habits may, the reasons why those unhealthy eating habits may occur? Or do you think you just need information on being able?
Do you think you deal with emotional eating?
Do you guys think do you think that you may be dealing with emotional eating? Things that might be triggers that cause you to eat unhealthy when you do. While we're waiting on them, Grateful has a question. She said, do you recommend programs such as Overeaters Anonymous?
So it depends on Overeating Anonymous. It depends on what that platform offers. Sometimes people have overeating habits. Mm-hmm. And sometimes if you have a support group that helps, and a lot of those people are dealing with the same thing, it could be a great support system. But the main thing that you want to focus on is why are you overeating?
Why are you
overeating? Let's say, for example, I just mentioned emotional eating. Some people be overeating but don't even recognize it. Yeah. Sometimes there are triggers that cause us to overeat. Mm-hmm. So you can get in a support group, but the main thing that you want to be able to identify is why you have those habits. Right. Why are we having unhealthy habits? Somebody. So I'll start by giving you a synopsis of my own personal journey of emotional eating triggers. So I had lost my husband when I was 35 years old, right? And even before he passed away, I dealt with so many issues of depression. I had multiple children, and I was in a state where I just wanted to find my happy place. Mm-hmm. So because of that, I struggled with depression, big family, dealing with the struggles of having a sick husband. I used food as a comfort. Mm-hmm. So in that space, I found myself sneaky eating, going to a place of stopping at a restaurant and eating in the parking lot, mm-hmm. not even wanting other people to know that I was doing those things. Mm-hmm. So sometimes the things that you deal with can cause you to overeat. And I don't want this session to be about people thinking they got to lose weight. Mm-hmm. Right. That's because everybody does not have to lose weight that has issues with eating. Right. Some people may have an issue with overeating. Some people may have an issue with not eating at all. Some people may just be in a place where they don't even know what healthy looks like. Mm-hmm. So when we're at a state where we think we're just not motivated or we just don't know how to be consistent, it's hard to become consistent and motivated if you don't know where your trigger area is. So mm-hmm. when I gave you a little overview of my story, of my journey of overeating, and I ate myself well over from 120 pounds and I ballooned up to 350. Mm-hmm. So for me, how did I get there? The stuff that I was dealing with was my trigger point. Mm-hmm. So what I did was I began by journaling. Okay. And in that journaling space, I wrote down the reasons why I was eating before I even changed my eating habits. Right. I started to develop a pattern, and I see, okay, when I'm sad, I sneaky eat. I eat my fears. I eat my doubts. Mm-hmm. I eat my unhappiness. Mm-hmm. So once I was able to identify my trigger points, then I was able to work on changing the food choices, right? Mm-hmm. Because if I didn't deal with my why, changing my food choices wasn't the first priority. Right. Now, again, everybody may not struggle with emotional eating, but if you journal your habits, you'll be able to identify where your overeating is stemming from. Does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense for overeaters. Yes. Now, mm-hmm. Lisa says that she went from 262 to 180, and she did apple cider vinegar with the mother, water, and zero sugar punch. Do you think that was okay? Say that again. What did she eat? She didn't say much about what she ate. She just said that she lost 200. She went from 262 to 180, and that I guess she wants to know if the way that she lost the weight was okay, which was the apple cider vinegar with the mother, water, and zero sugar punch. Was that okay? Okay. So I can answer that in a short form, but I would need to know more. Yeah. So if that's all she did, then that's not a sustainable long-term weight loss journey. Because what's going to end up happening is once she starts eating again, all of that weight is going to come back, and it's going to come back with vengeance. Mm-hmm. Okay. So if that's all she did, and maybe, I don't know, if she can tell me a little bit more about any food substances she put in her body, that will help me. Right. So, like, what type of foods did you eat, ma'am? Right. This is funny because Chris, one of my moderators, she said, I think when it's good
what she said, I think when it gets cooler or cold, I like more fattening and comfort foods. And that's something tied into you want to talk about the holiday food and all of that. So she said that just that weather kind of makes her want more comfort foods at that time.
And that makes sense because when it get cold outside, we're in the house more. We're not as active. We don't want to be as active because who wants to go outside when it's a blizzard and stuff outside?
Right.
And some of us are able to work virtually from home now. So if we have the comfort of being in our own space and not having to do the activity that we would normally do with the storm, then we will tend to eat more. So if you take, for example, what happened during COVID, when a lot of people were forced into the house, a lot of people gained a lot of weight during that time because anxiety was up.
Yeah.
People are eating more trigger-oriented food, like foods that are sweet, salty, and high in fat.
Yeah.
So that same thing happens when the weather changes.
Yeah.
And if you really notice, during the summer months, our appetites kind of tend to decrease.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, or we tend to eat lighter foods during the summertime, like salads and stuff of that nature.
Yeah.
So, and also our body has a bigger hunger response during the winter months because it's trying to keep itself warm. So fat is very attractive. If you take a bear that's hibernating,
right,
it goes into a space when it's cold and it's packing on pounds. Although I'm not comparing us to bears,
right,
we still respond in that manner when it gets cold outside. So it does make sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. T1000 says, "What's a good way to transition to healthy eating?" The one wheel, like, what's a good way to make a transition into that?
Okay. So one of the things that you want to do is start small. Set short-term goals before you set long-term goals. So let's say, for example, if you're a person that drinks a lot of sodas, say you drink 4 sodas in a day, reduce it down to 1 a day until you wean yourself off. Take away the things that have white sugar, like white bread, white rice. Adding sugar to your cereal and change to eating fresh fruits and vegetables versus frozen fruits and vegetables with sugar added.
Okay.
Try to eat plant-based oriented foods. Like, say, for example, if you buy frozen foods, choose the ones that don't have the sauces in it. Add your own seasonings versus preparing things that's highly seasoned already. So those are ways to get a great start on transition.
Okay.
One of the things that you may want to consider is making your beverages not your calories. Start drinking more water. Slow down or time yourself to the end of the day. Don't eat past 8 p.m. So let's say, for example, if you eat breakfast at 9 a.m. in your eating day at 8 p.m., that could be a way to eliminate some of the calories.
Okay.
One of the things that causes problems for some people is getting into a space where they do too much, meaning counting calories and stuff like that. That just puts too much work on yourself. When you choose foods like fresh fruits and vegetables, proteins like chicken, turkey, fish, instead of ground beef and pork, those are ways where you transition into a healthier diet. Not frying your foods, but baking it or roasting it. Those are tips to help you get started.
Okay.
One of the things that I offer to my clients is I have a snack list. And on that snack list, it has healthy snack choices for you to choose from.
Okay.
And some things I would have to show it to you when I can see you all, because you can't see me right now.
Yeah. Right.
But one of the things that you really don't want to do is sabotage yourself before you get started. Now, let me tell you what that means. A lot of times for the first week, people are highly motivated, right? They go to the grocery store, buy all these healthy foods. But then after you get done buying all those healthy foods, when you get a trigger, you would leave all that healthy food in the house and drive to Culver's or to McDonald's or to Cheesecake Factory.
Right.
So create a plan that is sustainable for you.
Right.
Don't try to do things that you can't be consistent with. Be patient with yourself.
Right.
Don't rely on other people to be your accountability. I'm gonna tell you, because
I was trying to force the whole channel to keep me accountable. Okay,
right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We want people to keep us accountable, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, if the people are not accountable for themselves,
right,
they can't support you.
Right.
So if we get a walking group, but you're the only one that want to get up and walk,
right,
are you gonna let them not motivate you to keep going to do the walk?
right, exactly.
So sometimes you have to be your biggest cheerleader.
Right.
Your support system can start out with you, but quit before you can reach your goals.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to make a decision on how bad do I want this.
Okay. Right.
Identifying your why. Why do you want to make the choice?
Yes. Okay.
Let me pause and let you ask me a question because I'm just running off at
No. Let me see. Okay. We have Lisa who said that she just wanted to let you know that she did it by stop eating everything. She said everything with caps with bread, rice, pasta, and candy, period. And she still does not eat that.
And what type of success did she see through that?
That's the same person that lost the went from 262 to 180.
Okay, so now the question is, now that she took those things out, what is she eating now? What things is she eating?
Okay, Lisa, she wants to know what type of things are you eating? Oh, I'm sorry, Bridget. Dang. Did it knock her call off? Oh, I thought that knocked her call off. Hold on, I gotta find you in here.
Okay, I'm still here.
Okay, good. Oh, there you go. I think. Okay. So let me see. She'll put that in the chat. Okay. G Candy is Jackie Burrell. She said that she knew you when I made the post. She was like, you know Bridget? And I'm like, yeah.
Jackie, my girl. She did some cooking classes.
Yeah, that's what she said. She did a cooking class. She said she used to eat because she was depressed and changed that 100%. She said she changed that 100%.
Okay. So that's great that she took those things out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what's important is what she put in, because you can lose it, right, through making those changes, but the goal is to keep it off long term.
Absolutely, yeah.
So as long as she continues on that trend and replace those things with understanding serving size, that's important.
Serving sizes, yes.
Serving sizes is important.
Okay.
Making sure that you have a healthy, balanced plate. What that looks like is half of your plate being fruits and vegetables, a quarter of your plate being your protein source, meaning your plant-based meat source or your chicken, turkey, fish, and then the other quarter of your plate being your carbohydrate, meaning your starch food like your sweet potato or your brown rice or something of that nature.
Okay.
So a quarter of your plate would be a starchy food. A quarter of your plate would be your protein source, which like from the meat group, and then a half of your plate would be your fruit and vegetable choices. Okay. That's how you have a well-balanced plate. Right.
She said that she eats fish, shrimp, beans, and salad. She said, I can eat salad all day, every day, and I do protein shakes 3 times per week. Oh, no, okay. Yeah, 3 times a week.
So it sounds like she's on a healthy track. And one of the things that I would recommend in that space is lifestyle change. And if it's sometimes that she wants to have some things that she used to eat that she really liked, understand that is okay, because that makes the longevity threshold longer. And you're able to sustain it when you implement some things that doesn't necessarily fit into a diet. Lifestyle change incorporates some of those things like maybe ice cream every once in a while, maybe a slice of cake, being careful to understand that moderation is key.
Right.
Because we want to understand that in life happens. You're going to have those moments. So as long as you are able to understand balance, you'll be fine.
Yeah, because as soon as I start depriving myself of everything, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Deprivation is not fun.
Right.
It doesn't account for those times when we get together with family for engagements like weddings, parties.
Right.
If the only thing that you're paying attention to is your diet, then that's a reckless lifestyle. Being well in mind, body, and spirit means being balanced in every area of our life. And that's what makes a healthy being.
Yeah.
When you look at overall wellness and the topic of being the best version of yourself, let's say, for example, if a person is dealing with depression, Kim, usually depression can cause you to overeat or undereat. It can cause you to not exercise. It can cause you to be stagnated and lay in the bed all day.
Right.
So what ends up happening is if the area of the mind, the body, or if one of those areas are affected, they all are affected.
Right.
So if I'm sick, my emotional well-being is suffering.
Exactly. Yeah.
So all it's a connected piece, and food is impacted in that space.
Okay, that's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Booby said, what brand protein shake would you recommend?
Any protein shake that has on the low end carbohydrates. What I mean by that is something that has less than 15 grams of carbohydrates. Okay. So sometimes protein shakes can have a lot of sugar in it.
Yeah.
You'll be able to determine that by how many carbohydrates is in it. So if you see one that says like 5 carbohydrates or less, that's a great protein, a great choice for a protein shake. It usually is high in protein and low in carbs.
Okay.
That would be a good one.
Okay.
And also be mindful if you have lactose intolerance, you don't want to choose the one that's high in whey.
Okay.
WHEY.
Yeah.
Because whey is very high in lactose.
Okay.
So you want to find a plant-based version if you're lactose intolerant.
Okay. Because I don't know, I was drinking when I was on my weight loss journey before, when I was losing weight. I was doing protein shakes, but then I got into like reading the labels of a lot of stuff. And when I couldn't understand all the stuff that it was saying that was in there, I was like, I just don't want the protein shakes. I need to try to find a way to eat the protein.
Man. And you know what? And that takes time to learn that.
Yeah.
Which is good. That's why it's good to have these type of conversations. I can't see y'all because I need people to see my face. I need people to see my look. I need people to feel my energy.
Yeah.
So, and at some point, I'll fix that.
Right.
But I do have a question for your audience, Kim.
Okay.
And I actually had this question when we were on the phone earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times when people have this space of saying, hey, I can't stop eating that because that just tastes so good. I can't stop eating grandma's apple pie, or I got to stop at Popeyes. My question is, what is so good that's worth dying for?
Right. That was a good question. When she asked me that earlier, y'all, I was like, man. She said, wait, but did you say it like that to me? Was that the same word?
Yep.
And she was like, what's so good that is worth dying for? I was like, wait a minute now. I know I don't want to die. I just said this stuff is good.
But here's the thing. That question comes from this place. Foods have 2 categories. One compartment of food heals, which is those healthy vegetables, proteins, and fruits. Mm-hmm. And then there's a platform of food that kills. Like
heals or kills?
Heals or kills. Those are the 2 main categories of food. So when we say to ourselves, I can't resist this, then you are telling yourself no to the best version.
Mm-hmm. Right, absolutely.
And then if you look at it from a bigger perspective, let's look at quantity of life and quality of life. We can have many years but be bedbound.
Right, exactly.
Quality of life allows that you age gracefully. It allows you to be engaged with your grandchildren. Mm-hmm. It allows you to enjoy relationships and new opportunities.
Right.
New ways of thinking and growing. And if you think food don't have a place to in that space, then we're sadly misguided.
Right.
Because if you eat the wrong types of sugar, it affects how you process thought and learn.
Right.
Even with children, when they eat too much sugar, it stagnates their ability to learn and retain information.
Absolutely. Right.
It influences how we feel at work and how quickly we want to get off because we want to hurry up and get into bed. Because we done ate that fried, draining food that doesn't allow us the momentum to do a workout, to do a strategy when it comes to ideas and strategies. So food is not just food. Food is a measure of life that sustains or depreciates, just like finances.
Right.
It's an investment.
Right.
It's understanding priority, and it's also understanding the place for negotiation with yourself. Mm-hmm. You're saying, hey, I see myself bigger than a dress size.
Right.
I'm more valuable than a look. What about my heart?
Right. Right.
What about my energy, my ability to thrive, how I show up?
Yes.
You make a decision on how you show up to the world. It's crazy. It's the truth, though, by how you eat.
Right. It is. It determines so much.
It determines so much. And also consider this. I know it's gonna be hard. I'm gonna say it how it is. We eat how we feel about ourselves.
Wow. Y'all hear that? G Candy said her diet is based on the training that what y'all did together. She said, I didn't lose 40 pounds since last, let me see. I didn't lost 40 pounds since the last. Are you trying to say you did? You lost 40 pounds since last time you saw her? Is that what you're trying to say, Jackie Burrell? Let me know if that's what you're trying to say. Yes, Lisa said hello. She said that part. She had to learn that. She said, Beautiful Hills said, I've said that before. I can't love myself the way I be eating. She said,
right.
So, yeah.
It's really a marker of how you love yourself. And think about it. And I don't mean this, I'm not saying that from a judgmental place.
Yeah.
I'm saying that so that you can get to a place of seeing where is your mindset really.
Right.
And arriving to a place where, man, I didn't even see that part.
Right. That's why you say it's got something to do with the triggers and what's going on. It's deeper than just finding the right meal to eat. It's really a emotional, mental thing. And that's what I think too. I think it's a total addiction. I think it is, even though I don't even feel like I gorge. Still, when I do decide to eat stuff that's not the right stuff and I just keep doing that, that's an addiction to keep doing the wrong eating at the wrong time, at nighttime, all night long, that kind of stuff. Just because my sleeping habits are weird, then I just feel like, well, other people eat during the daytime, I eat at nighttime. That's my wake hours and all of that kind of stuff.
Yep. And also, you can't judge yourself for information that you don't know. Because sometimes we don't even identify. Some people, okay, there's this category of what's healthy, but what is perceived as being healthy.
Right.
So it's marketing that disrupts that. It's a lot of things that appear to be healthy that's really not.
Right.
So you can think you're doing everything right, but because you don't have the trained eye for it, you'll be making choices and think you're making the right decision.
And fighting against yourself, not even knowing it. Especially in an example of that is not being able to read labels.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Kim, to your point, you know how people count calories? This is one of the reasons why I don't support that.
Yeah.
A candy bar and 2 apples have the same calories, but they do 2 different things in your body.
Wow.
The apples energize your cells. Cells, it feeds your system properly. It gets the right nutrients to your blood. But the candy bar calories is doing destruction to your body.
Right.
2 different types of sugar.
So what's the sense of counting them? It's what you eat, not the amount of calories it is. I mean, of course, you don't want to do high calorie, but you can do pure sugar with the same amount of calories as, like you said, a piece of fruit.
Exactly. So then what ends up happening is, if we count calories, it's what makes up the calories that tells the story.
Right.
So a nutrition label is like, okay, so I wrote my book, and in the back it tells the narrative of the story of what's inside of what you're going to read.
Okay.
The nutrition label is the narration of what's in that food. So it tells the story of, okay, so this is what you're about to put in your body. You're about to drink, you're about to eat 7,000 milligrams of sodium.
Right.
And 56 teaspoons of sugar. Is this what you want?
Right.
You want this food?
Right.
So, and reading the nutrition label, if you really want to, when you want to start to learn how to understand that, the first things that you want to start with is reading the serving size and the portion. That's where you start.
Right.
Because if you buy a pint of ice cream, instead of eating the whole pint, you split it up for 3 people. That'll teach you portion control. So that gets you on a path.
Right.
Of the right direction. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yes. So what do you think about what was that I was about to ask you about oh man, just crossed my mind. But in relation to what you were already saying, because that's just like if you say I'm on a diet and I take in 1,000 calories a day.
Mhm.
But then if you say, okay, well, that means I can have a Big Mac because it's 1,000 calories. And to think that that kind of food is going to be equivalent to having like a salad with maybe a vinaigrette on it and like counting those calories. First of all, you'll be able to get so much more food. And then that's that you'll have all the nutrients that you really need to promote your healthy eating lifestyle versus all of the things that's going to fight against your organs and everything else that was in the Big Mac.
And look at it like this. Okay, so Big Mac makes up 1,000 calories. And the other food, you can get a whole bunch of food for 1,000 calories, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's pretend like that food is gas, like we're doing the equivalent of a car with gas, right? So let's say I'm driving from Chicago to Milwaukee, and I only put a quarter of a tank of gas in my car. That represents the Big Mac. That Big Mac is not going to sustain you for the entire day.
Mm-hmm.
Your body is going to have so much energy for the capacity that one Big Mac can take you.
Right.
But that other food will sustain you for the entire day.
Okay.
It's fueling you for the energy to sustain your ability for your body to maintain progress.
Okay.
And again, this don't have nothing to do with weight loss. It's sustaining your body for the energy that you need even to rest.
Right.
Because your body uses that energy to rest.
Mm-hmm.
It uses that energy to serve in whatever capacity. It uses that energy to, with the mental health and everything.
Right.
So when you look at a Big Mac and other foods, it's low grade quality gas versus high quality gas. And to also make this kind of tone down the conversation, I encourage you all to goal set. Before you make any changes,
mm-hmm.
goal set. Okay, what are my desires goals? What are my desire goals? Like, write them down.
Yeah.
And also look at all the options that are out here, and I'm gonna tell you the pros and cons. Let's say Ozempic and weight loss surgery.
Mm-hmm.
If you do that, both of them still require you to go back to healthy food choices.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm not going to tell people what to do or what not to do,
mm-hmm.
but it's still the same recipe is going to apply.
Right. Yeah.
You can do one without all the side effects of the other stuff.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to take a longer time.
Yeah, it is.
But at the same time, it can happen as fast as your consistency.
Yeah.
So if you don't allow yourself to have all these cheat days.
Yeah.
Meaning eating what you're supposed to eat for 5 days and then spazzing out on the weekend.
Right.
You just undid all
right, set yourself back. Yeah.
Yeah. So then it's going to look like it takes forever.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do it and you're consistent with it, it happens quicker than you realize.
Yeah, I believe that. I definitely believe that. Is there anybody in the chat that has any questions for Bridget? Thanks for all that information. I really wish I had one of your before and after pictures. I think you got to send me one so maybe I can post it on my community wall over here.
Yeah, just use I sent you the thing in your
Did it have a before and after?
Yep. On that post, on that card I gave you. I sent it to you.
Okay, let's see here.
Yep.
Maybe I could go in there and put it on there on my community wall real fast for y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go in my messenger. Where's messenger?
Hey, can they hear me?
Yeah, they hear you. Yeah.
Okay, let me tell y'all. I know it probably do things off because of the way it started, and I'm trying to jump in and kind of like gain a rapport with you all because I think this is a great platform.
Mm.
What I really, and also in this space where I have you together, man, guys, form a team and hold each other accountable. Mm-hmm. The way that women can sharpen each other in the space of wellness, it's just going to have a trickle-down effect to the point where all you guys, whoever want to make any transition, it's not about weight loss, but having that support system, you can surprise, we stronger together.
Right, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I encourage you all to, y'all got this platform where all these beautiful discussions, movie watching, all this stuff is amazing.
Right. Yes.
Hey, what we ate today? What was your breakfast? All those
right.
Y'all got a whole system right here where.
Yeah. And they can't really get in the platform unless I open it up. So I need to be more consistent and opening the floor for people to have the space to do it. If we're going to do it together over here, because if they're waiting on me, I'm so inconsistent that I have to do better in order to make another space, have another resource for them to have support in.
Understood. Yep.
Yeah. So I wanted to, okay, so I'm on the phone with the picture. So yep, y'all just check like 5 minutes after I end this. I'll make sure I'll post it on my community wall for y'all to see. And then Bridget, you want to tell them a little bit about the services you offer?
Sure. So I do corporate and community wellness programs. So one of the things that I do, I take virtual clients from different states outside of Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Inside Wisconsin, I take Medicaid and do classes like meal prepping classes, weight loss classes. Eat This Not That class is showing you the different versions of healthy food,
Mm-hmm.
non-healthy food, disease prevention, emotional eating. Anything that comes to adding value to you nutritionally is
Mm-hmm.
what I service in the Milwaukee area.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of Milwaukee, I do virtual. I do HIPAA compliant Zoom sessions for anybody that want a one-on-one.
Okay.
So you can reach me at my website, perseverewellness.com. In that space, you'll be able to email me and utilize my phone number if you want to create a space to develop me to be your coach on your journey to wellness.
Okay, and I'll make sure I put that on my community wall too. Let's see, what are pros and cons? Let me see, what are pros and cons to I don't eat breakfast, but once I eat, it's a 1 meal a day and maybe chips or something in between. Is that good or bad?
I'm glad that you asked that question. So what happens when you don't eat breakfast is you really do deplete your energy. What take away from your energy is the easier way to say it. But what ends up happening is you destroy your metabolism. So when you destroy your metabolism, your body is not going to do the work that you need it to do. Now, if this person wants to lose weight, I can talk about it from that perspective, but this doesn't just apply to people that want to lose weight.
Yeah.
But what ends up happening is if you begin to lose weight, when you just start that can happen. But as soon as you start eating, it's going to cause you to gain that back plus more. So the one thing you don't want to do is sabotage your journey by cutting out meals. Or cutting out complete whole food groups. Like people who say, I don't eat fruit.
Right.
Okay. What you want to do is work on serving sizes of fruit.
Right.
Fruit adds a lot of value. Now, some people may be allergic to fruit, they may be intake of vegetables.
Yeah.
Or some people may have diabetes where they really have to monitor how much fruit they eat.
Right.
But for a person in a healthy state, you really don't want to be taking out a whole food group.
Yeah.
Now, if you stop eating meat, it's a whole bunch of options outside of eating meat.
Yeah.
I don't think, you don't have to eat meat. There are beans, there are plant-based food options. There are multiple ways of getting protein, but you don't want to take away eating breakfast or lunch or eating 1 meal a day, because what's going to end up happening is that one snack is not going to sustain you for whatever your goal is.
Yeah, for long term.
Even if you're trying to gain weight, if a person is trying to gain weight and they think going to McDonald's and eating a bunch of fast food, no, this is going to have you gaining weight in the wrong places. You're going to have a big back and a big stomach. It's not going to be gained proportionally.
Right.
So you still having a healthy balanced meal. It covers whatever state you're in.
Okay.
Yep.
And I eat. T1000 says she eats late because she's like a night owl.
Okay. Sometimes that have to work for some people. Some people work third shift. It
Yeah.
depends on your situation. That's an individualized case.
Yeah.
Where it would take me to know more information about that. Because if you get off of work at 12 midnight, you might be hungry when you get
home. Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or it might be a few hours where you a night owl, your schedule's on. It depends on the situation.
Yeah.
But if you have a normal schedule and you have to eat late, just eat something light, like some soup.
Yeah.
Or a half a sandwich or a serving size of fruit, something like that. Yeah.
She said she got to learn to eat breakfast, but it makes her hungry. I think so too, T1000. So many times I will forget to eat till like 2-3 o'clock in the daytime. Then that starts like my meal pattern, like what I have. That's like a breakfast. Then a couple hours later, then if I stay up late, I eat something else. But I feel like when I eat breakfast, for some reason, it makes me like want lunch. When any other time I wouldn't even be thinking about no breakfast, I would have just went to lunch.
Yeah, but okay, so let's look at what we see as breakfast. If you just have a piece of string cheese and a small pack of nuts, start it out with a snack as long as it's some type of energy.
Yeah.
And then if you tend to get hungry fast, eat another snack. And just do it like that, and then let your lunch be a complete meal.
Yeah.
There are ways that you can do it where you can trick your body, but you're still getting the nutrients that you need. And let me add this. Look at this journey as a self-investment journey. Look at it from that perspective where you take the anxiety off of your goals. Because you really want it to be a fun adventure for yourself.
Yeah.
You don't want it to be like, man, I got to stand in the mirror shaking my stomach. I got to lose it. Nah.
Right.
Make it like, man, I look so good, I'm worth it.
Right. Yeah.
Meeting yourself exactly where you at and start with a high perception of yourself versus I'm gonna get better when. No, you're better now.
Right.
Not better after. You're better right now.
Right. Yeah. That's true. That is a good one. And plus that even if you do eat a little bit of something for breakfast, like you said, that's helping your metabolism to be intact.
Yep. So you have to retrain your body. So if you're the type of person, and it depends on what breakfast looks like for some people, because some people look at breakfast as grits, pancakes.
Yeah.
It's really your interpretation of breakfast.
Right, it is. It
don't have to be all that. It could be, man, I'm
a boiled egg.
One more thing. Let me get y'all on these juices, okay? Juices are not all equal. If you make your own juices, don't let it be heavy in fruit. Not you. A whole pineapple can make a little juice, but you still have a whole pineapple. Right. That's a whole lot of sugar. When you get a bottle of grape juice, it takes a whole table spread to get that one bottle of juice. Right. A serving size of grapes is 17 grapes.
Yeah, I remember you taught me that. Because I used to be, I'd get some grapes and I'd be going to town on those grapes. And I had to learn that 17 grapes was the serving. I was like, I've been eating 5-6. But that's so true about the juices, because I know I had to learn that about smoothies, because when I started smoothies, it was a matter of, okay, long as the fruit and vegetables are in there. Not realizing that if I put a banana in there, an apple in there, some strawberries, but then if I add all that sugar up with all those 3 things, then have 1 handful of spinach and then think I have a healthy smoothie, I didn't realize how much sugar, whether it was natural or not, how much sugar I was putting in there that just beat that spinach all the way up because of all of the sugar, the natural sugars I was having in there.
Yep. So if you was to make a green juice, I would say spinach, a green apple, some celery. That's a great juice. Maybe if you want to add a kiwi in that, something like that. Right. But be heavy on the spinach. And if you using like water or some lemon juice, making sure that you don't add that extra sugar. Those are what makes a quality. Don't buy like those naked.
Right. A lot of people buy those nakeds. Yeah. You talking about the nakeds years ago.
Man.
Yeah.
Those will give you a headache.
Yeah, they are sweet. Yeah. Yes. But because it's called naked and because the labels that fruits and vegetables are there, people are looking like it got to be the right thing to do.
Exactly. Did anybody have any more questions?
Let me see. T1000 said that may work just something small, because when I think of breakfast, I think of the whole shebang. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's true. It is a mindset.
We've been trying to think like that.
Right.
We just have to learn new ways. A breakfast doesn't have to mean that you're not getting breakfast just because you eat a little bit.
Right. Absolutely. Yep. Okay, so does anybody else have any questions before we end this session with Bridget? Because she said that she's agreed to come back periodically. We'll see what her schedule looks like. Let's see what y'all have to say. Give you a couple minutes. But thanks, Bridget, for coming on. Every time I'm in the room with you, you always be speaking the truth, preaching. I just be so happy with those words sink in and don't go out of one ear, go in one ear and out the other. I'd be so happy when I could just swallow it and keep it right here in the middle, right? All up in his brain, all up in his heart and his spirit, to just keep it.
But let me say this, Kim, before I get off. You know, usually people remember what I say when it's late.
Yeah.
Oftentimes they'll say, "Man, she told me, but now I got a diagnosis." So
right.
my goal is to prevent, and this is the beautiful thing about my audience that I lean towards. My audience is women, although I help all ages, but my favorite audience is women over 35. Mm-hmm. And the reason why that is because that market of women tend to think that they got too many odds stacked against them. Mm-hmm. Like going into menopause, all those things that we are trying to believe that is over. Mm-hmm. So I like to represent a new beginning for an age group that think they missed their home.
Right. Okay.
That's the reason why I love helping. Not that I don't help the babies or the young ones, I do.
Yeah.
But my favorite audience is that because that was real life for me.
Yeah.
So
right.
For me to capture that after having so many children and going through multiple things, I would honestly say if I can take my health back, anybody can. Right,
exactly.
I'm just being for real. So, hey, y'all, I'm signing off. I appreciate the opportunity to connect with your audience. I'm amazed by your platform. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay. I am a subscriber.
Okay, thank you. Okay, talk to you later. Okay, y'all. They are just as good. I'm glad you were in here. I was just about to say you just missed. I'm glad you're in here. Anybody who catches this replay, hopefully y'all get the information. Like she's been preaching to me for years, y'all. I'm just the worst when it comes to just like listening. I be want to do what I want to do, but usually when I get her, it usually works. I'm thinking I might be really getting my big ass up tomorrow because it worked for a while. When I talk to her, if I go to any of her classes or anything like that, it literally works for a while. So I think I probably won't be able to do the things I want to do tomorrow or the next day. I probably have to like hold on a minute because I got to let that marinate. Man, it was a lot of good information. So if y'all missed any of the beginning, we had a hard time getting her on, but then we decided to put her on the phone and let y'all hear that way, and we got it figured out that way. But I'm glad y'all got a chance to hang in here and get that information because we need it. So I'm about to end this live. I don't know if Angel Mama's still on. If Angel Mama's still on, I'm gonna go over there and into her chat before I go live again at 6:30 because we're live on it's Gamma's World, and we will be just doing like a connect. What did I call it? I forgot what I called it, but we will be linking. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I'm going to name it I'm going to call it what I named it. Tap the Link Tuesdays, where content creators or business owners or whatever, we're going to use that time. We won't be on there long. I promise y'all for real. We're not going to be on there long because I already had this time where some of the people might want to go over there. And if you have a page, come over there. I think I set up things right for software to drop y'all a link if y'all type IGW in the chat, that it'll drop your link so it won't be so much on my moderators to try to find all those links. So y'all make sure y'all join me over there at 6:30 if you can. T1000 said good info. Thanks, Bridget. Lisa said I enjoyed it. I'm glad y'all enjoyed it. Justice said good info, especially the juices. Yes, T1000 said hi to Justice. Grateful said, thank you, Gamma, for this awesome content. Thank you. Hopefully, y'all got some out of it. We kind of didn't know where to start because she do so much. She does services with the state of Wisconsin, so she does classes. She made all these preventive places, these places that take her on to prevent some illnesses and things like that. So she has 1,000,001 topics to get on. So we just try to come together to see like what can we get for the first time. Let you guys ask a couple questions. She'll say a little bit about what she planned on being the best version of yourself, what she planned on saying or speaking on, and then from that point we'll get a chance to kind of like maybe have a topic where she can like speak on something specific, and then have a Q&A, because when people get people on a panel that is an expert, we want to ask questions. You ain't even got to be no expert over here. It look like you should know. We got questions. We want answers or whatever. So people always want a question and answer session no matter what. So we're going to continue to try to do that. Okay, I don't know how often because like her schedule, so I don't know, maybe once every 2 weeks, something like that. We'll be over here. I'll get your big ass up and be able to talk with her about whatever it is we want to talk about in the chat as a question and answer, and also a subject that we'll plan for y'all before. Y'all know how the conversations always go. They never end up where we want them to, but it's all good information anyways. Thank you, Renee, for coming in. Thank you, Charlene Bailey. Definitely make sure you catch that replay, okay? And I'm going to let y'all out because I hope that y'all can come right back at 6:30 so we can kind of be in the house. We need the subscribers. We need the content creators. We need business owners. We're going to every Tuesday be doing a Tap the Link Tuesday where we can like try to talk about support, explain how important support is, and come together. I was going to go straight YouTube, but I'll go StreamYard just so that if people want to come up and say a little bit about their channel, they'll have the opportunity. I don't know if they want to do that or not, but I guess I'll just come back through StreamYard so that I can leave that open if people want to have something to say about like support in general with these YouTube channels or within the business if they want to share the business on YouTube within the business that they're in. So hopefully I see y'all later. Let me see. Oh, intermittent fasting. Let me write that down. Y'all, if y'all have any questions on certain things that you want to ask Bridget, use this live right here. Drop it in the comments. I don't check these comments as often as I check It's Grandma's World, but I do check them like every other day or something like that. So just write them in there, and then I'll be able to come back to this video and we can use that as some of the Q&A questions during that session. We could do that. I want to talk more about protein-rich foods. Protein-rich foods. Okay, yep, I got it. Okay, y'all. So hopefully I'll see y'all at 6:30. Talk to y'all later.